Welcome everyone to FTV Mondays. For today's episode, I wanted to share with you why I think that The Walking Dead is nearing its final seasons. More specifically, how I cannot see the show lasting past its 10th season. For starters, I'm a huge fan of both the comics and the show. I've read each compendium twice through and I have watched every single episode at least 3 times except for the 8th season. Personally, I like the fact that the show was telling the same story as the comic, though some changes were made. This made the show an interesting comparison guessing game. Key characters and their stories were rewritten and the show put a fresh take on the adventures from the comics. For a while this was great, but sometime around the 5th and 6th season, I noticed this change was something that would come to haunt the show. Flash forward to the mid-season return of Season 8, and this change from its source material took its most devastating toll. When the show took its mid-season break, we were left with the knowledge that Carl had been bitten. And like most that read the comic, I thought that this was how the Whisperers were going to be introduced. That was not the case, nor was a helicopter carrying a miraculous cure. Instead, we were left with Carl suffering in a church, choosing to end his own life instead of making someone else. Now, I know there's a few conspiracy theories out there regarding never actually seeing his body since it was covered up and Carl still being alive. But in all honesty, I feel like that was Carl, and the writers chose to dignify his passing since he is still alive in the comics. That shocking turn of events will affect the show from here on out. More likely than not, Rick will resort back to his grieving style like we saw in the prison after Laurie's death. I feel as though Season 8 will be the end of the all-out war storyline, and at this rate, I wouldn't be surprised to see Rick kill Negan. Then again, if we're holding true to the comic story of locking Negan up in a makeshift jail, I feel like this would give Rick's accomplishments since the passing of Carl even more meaning. This show was groundbreaking in its early seasons, and as the ratings and audience numbers begin to dwindle, I sense an even bigger change ahead. I have a strong feeling that we will see a time jump, if not in Season 9, then definitely by Season 10. This will serve as both a way to show major progress by the survivors and also draw the story to a close. Continuing this story at this rate would take a full tank of gas, but unfortunately The Walking Dead is starting to run on empty. Many fan theories have been put to rest regarding this whole tale being told from a senior Carl. I personally would like to see the TV show draw to a close within its next few years. The show has existed for a while now and gave myself and many others hours of entertainment. Dragging it out until no one watches anymore destroys the rewatchability of a series such as this. Anyways guys, that's going to do it for today's episode. Let me know what your thoughts are down below in the comment section. Thank you for watching everybody, and I'll see you on Friday for Free For All Friday. Peace.